Welcome to another episode of It's Been 2 Weeks. Today is July 4th. Happy Independence Day, I guess you could say.
Happy birthday, America.
Right.
I don't know if you fucking deserve anything this year, but...
Actually, I don't, like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to talk too much about anything current or anything of that sort. And I'm trying my best not to, like, talk about, like, Trump himself. But given everything that's been happening in this past week, it's kind of hard not to. So I'm going to try to make the focus of this episode more so on just the talk of patriotism and, you know, what does this holiday signify to you and me and probably other people around. But before we get into that, it's been 2 weeks.
Another legitimate 2 weeks.
Another legitimate 2 weeks.
Not bad for us.
What have you been up to?
Well, this is one of those weird situations where, well, just work and stuff, but it's one of those weird situations where for the past 2 weeks, it's been pretty like, you know, that hardcore June gloom that you hear about.
Yeah.
Where I know I'm going to sound like a dick, but whatever, where I'm just kind of like, finally, we get the fucking break and everyone else on the East Coast and everywhere else is fucking suffering. You know what I mean?
It's suffering right now.
It sucks. Yeah. Trust me, it sucks, but it's like, we're going to get ours. Don't worry. But it's just, it's hot.
I have a friend that's in Connecticut and she's getting like 90-degree weather. And I'm like, bro, we're not getting that. And I'm happy that we're not, but fuck, that sucks. Cause she's like saying like, it's like highs of 90s and the lows, like the very lows are like 70s. I'm like, yep, I know that feeling. I hate it so much.
And you know, it's funny. Like, I mean, at this age I'm at right now, I've already just gotten to the point where I'm like, if it's 75, I can tolerate. I don't like it. Yeah. But I don't complain about that anymore.
Yeah.
But after that, it's just like, and you know what it is? Like, everyone says it, but I think if it wasn't as humid as it is here, a lot of the times I can deal with like the 90 degrees because I've worked in situations where it's like 100 something.
It's all dry heat and shit.
And it's all dry heat and I can step in the shade and it feels good.
Like,
it feels different.
Yeah.
But when there's humidity, there's no escape.
There's no escape. Like no shade will help you out in there. Yeah. That's one of the things that I noticed too, because it was like, I want to say like about 2-3 weeks ago that it was kind of like a little bit hot down here. And then I was like, I don't know why the fuck I was outside. I barely go outside as it is. That's one of the reasons why I have vitamin D deficiency. Ayo. But I was under the shade and I was like, damn, it's a significant difference. It was fairly dry too, which is a fucking rarity too for LA. But I was like, God, this feels so much better in comparison to being directly under the sunlight. But yeah, like,
well, right now it's just check my phone. It's like 77. But because of humidity, it feels like it's in the 80s, mid 80s or some shit, or which still like doesn't sound bad, which it's not. But it's like, bro, like I come out of the shower
and you're already sweating.
I'm sweating. I'm like, motherfucker, you know, like it's like I break out. And yes, I know I'm not the healthiest, but it's like even just putting on my clothes and shit, like you're just like, whoo, it's fucking.
Yeah, it's already fucking like.
And I don't have AC, so it's not. Yeah.
That's another thing too. I mean, I don't have AC in my place either, so it's like right now, like next week we're gonna be getting 80s or something like that. Yeah. So it's gonna be fairly warm, and like I think to me, the thing that I hate about summers here in particular is the fact that when it starts getting really, really hot, the nights are not that much of a reprieve, you know, like there is no fucking like there is no break. Cause like, yeah, sure, it gets cooler, but like it starts getting down to like the 70s and stuff like that at night. It's like you can't sleep. I mean, I certainly can't sleep under fucking 70 degrees.
Well, but you know what though? It's not even the temperature, it's still the humidity.
The humidity, yeah.
And there's the thing too where, I mean, look, to be fair, there's been nights in the summer, you know, in the past couple of years where it's still like 80 degrees out, legitimately 80 degrees out. That's what the temperature is, right? Like, or higher. But a lot of it is like, we have so many fucking roads, so much blacktop here. All that does all day long is absorb the heat and then expel it at night.
Yeah, that is very true.
The only good thing for me right now is where I'm at, I get like a nice funnel for breeze. So even if there's a slight breeze, it makes a huge difference. Yeah. But when there's no wind, it's just stale and gross.
Yeah, that just really, really sucks. But moving on to what we're going to be talking for the most part. I don't know how to begin it because I want to talk about like the whole fucking the great American state fair and all that stuff. But at the same time, like, I don't know how to kind of segue into the topic of what does Independence Day mean to you. But I think we should just start with the bad thing first. So let's just go with the Great American State Fair.
Fair, yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and read this that I kind of like did. So the Great American State Fair was a disappointment. A lot like our current government, it seems like the Great American State Fair was executed half-assed. This is from The Atlantic. The Great American State Fair isn't very great. These are a couple of paragraphs that I copied and pasted. The U.S. Capitol has been outfitted of late with visual trappings that many associate with authoritarianism, such as banners depicting Donald Trump's face and featuring his slogans. So perhaps it was only a matter of time before the president erected his own how do you say it? Potemkin village?
I don't know.
Or Potemkin village?
What is that in reference to? Like a North Korean thing or?
No, I think it was like a Russian thing.
Oh. So maybe it's a Putin thing?
Potemkin village. But the Great American State Fair, where almost nothing is what it pretends to be. Stretching across a large swath of the National Mall, the fair has dozens of pavilions for 56 states and territories and numerous executive branch departments, in addition to a Ferris wheel, a rodeo, and other displays from companies and organizations, many of them Trump-aligned. It's advertised by Freedom 250, the White House-created group behind many semi-quincentennial events, as a world-class exposition and modern-day World's Fair. So those are the two like introductory paragraphs that I basically copy-pasted. But the article essentially like talks about the various stands that were supposed to be experiences that represent each state. The writer Kelsey Abels mentions some of them being decent, but the final two paragraphs of the article encapsulate what every experience has been so far when it comes to Trump creating events that celebrate our country. Trump's renovation projects have chewed up Washington in recent weeks, but they have had an air of publicity apparatus puttering out. It's hard to spin a green reflecting pool. The fair, with its Trump trinkets and replica arch, is also what you see, a dollar store version of the grandiosity that Trump hopes will be his legacy. At its best, when the states have space to do their thing, the Great American State Fair feels a little like looking at a brochure instead of a strip mall travel agency. Suddenly, you want to get away to Arizona very badly, but you can't tell whether it's because the highly saturated photos are really that persuasive or you'd just rather be anywhere else. This is like, that's fucked up. I didn't write much of that down, but like the writer was talking about like how he felt, because there was a couple of states that didn't participate in it. And there were some people that subbed in to go in there. And there was this one guy who was like, I forgot who the fuck he was cosplaying as basically. And he was talking about how like he felt like he was just like, it's clearly his people that are coming down here to fucking like make this event as like to kind of prop it up. Yeah. Like people that are Trump aligned. He talked about how like they were eating like some they opened up a bag of like Idaho potato chips, and then they headed down to like one of the government offices that are like in the state fair, and they were handing out paper copies of the fucking Trump passport. So was this for America or was this for Trump?
You know what's really crazy to me? It's like, okay, obviously there's enough people out there to vote to get Trump to be president.
Right.
Like, so, which, I mean, I guess more power to him, but should they only show up to fucking be racist and vote? Because the only time I ever see him out in mass is like when there's some sort of protest and they're not happy about fucking, you know, something, or to vote.
Yeah.
But like, I would have imagined like shit like this. Like,
I would imagine they were all you fucking,
guys?
Congregated to it or something like that. And I mean, there were some people that were fucking diehards, but like, I mean, you voted red. Why the fuck aren't you, you know, like
so you're paying for this shit.
Yeah.
Might as well go enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it yourself. I mean, like, to me, it's just like the whole fucking, like, if you are someone who voted for Trump just because you were voting with party lines, like,
that's dumb.
That's one, that's dumb. Two, why the fuck aren't you there? You get me? This is what you voted for. This is what you literally casted your vote for. This is what you wanted because you voted that way. So, like, where are you at?
You know what, real quick, just because you said the people that vote for Trump because of the party lines, I don't know if this is like controversial or not, but like for me, those people are worse than the people that actually are like the hardcore racists and support Trump for the shit he says.
Honestly, yeah. Because quite frankly, like you had the option to go the other way. but you just wanted to make sure that you didn't vote the other way because you believe that party is what, you're following.
Like, I honestly have more respect for the racists to be like, yeah, I'm racist and I voted from than the Republicans like, well, I'm not going to vote Democrat.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, you would rather have a racist motherfucker in there than something that was like going to be beneficial to you and everyone else. Because like, it's like, why would you vote against your own self-interest unless it's because the racism, kind of thing. But apart from that article, there was like one yesterday was one of the hottest days over there. I think it was like 111 degrees by like fucking 2 p.m. But it was also reported that on Friday, July 3rd, 11 people were transported to the hospital due to extreme heat. DC Fire and EMS confirmed that before the fair was temporarily closed, they had 44 patient contacts. And 7 individuals received advanced life support and 4 people received basic life support. Temperatures had hit 111 degrees at 2 p.m., which resulted in the temporary closing of the fairgrounds until 5 p.m., where temperatures were expected to be cooler. So, I mean, like, look, they can't control the weather. Well, as that we know of. But, like, I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to jump on the like, that's just like something that's
just poor circumstances.
Yeah,
you know
poor
what
circumstances.
I'm not going to shit on them.
I will, however, shit on anybody who's like.
I mean, I'll shit on them for global warming.
Yeah, let's
shit on them for the weather.
Let's shit on them for the weather because I mean, like, you could have had better weather, but you don't believe in fucking climate change, so I don't know what to tell you.
Europe's suffering, we're suffering, and real quick, just because we're a little bit on the weather, and I didn't know this was a thing until I started watching like more kind of World Cup stuff.
Yeah,
and people talking about them, but like so when I guess there was some discourse when World Cup was announced for North America, like especially like the US, and like what I kind of ended up seeing was like a lot of Europeans were like, why is it in the US like that? Like, one, I guess they didn't understand how big sports are here, because like it was funny because a lot of people were saying like a huge complaint was, where are they going to put everyone? Like what venues do they have for this? Like there's no, like, you know what I mean? Like, because like for them, fucking football's everything. So there's like, and then they cut to like TikToks of Europeans like, what the fuck is this stadium? Like, I've never seen anything this big. And then other people at high school was like, how the fuck is this a high school stadium? Like, what's going on? And like, it's just like that culture shock. And then the other thing was a lot of the European teams are like stroking out during practice. They can't deal with the heat.
They can't deal with the heat. Yeah.
Because another thing too, I guess FIFA had never done this for the North American World Cup. They were talking about doing water breaks in between matches.
Yeah.
And people were like, you were just doing it for advertisement. And they're like, okay, we kind of get it. Because they can't fucking deal with the heat here.
Dude, like what I don't get it, dude.
And you just see a bunch of fucking people online. It's like, we told you, like, American heat is not, you don't fuck with it. It hits different. Like, it's hot here everywhere. And a lot of people are saying like, dude, this is our spring still. Like, we're not even in summer yet.
God, dude. I think it's going to start soon, though. I mean, like,
I don't know. Maybe not for us, because they're talking about that El Nino. So we're going to get, if it happens, we're going to get like in the 90s, dude, when we used to get super rain and shit. Hopefully.
But I mean, like, the last time that it rained, it flooded the whole fucking street where I live at. So.
Oh no, yeah, it fucked shit up.
Yeah, it'll fuck shit up. So I don't think.
But it also got us out of a drought.
That is true. It definitely did. But like, I mean, going back, I mean, for one, like, yeah, definitely, like, it's the heat is different here in comparison to other places. And like, we've acclimated to it. Like, we've been here for such a long time that we already
molded back.
But like, not only just that, but I mean, like, I know that football is a joke to them, to a lot of the Europeans, but it's like
American football,
yeah. But I mean, like, dude, like,
it's a religion here.
It's a religion here. There's stadium. Every fucking state has at least one stadium like venue dedicated to that. And like, LA didn't have one unless you considered the Coliseum. But I mean, even then, some of it wasn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
It wasn't that. But now we have,
because we didn't have a team though.
Yeah, we didn't have a team. But now we have fucking like.
No, we have two fucking teams.
And now we have the SoFi and we have the fucking, what is it? The other one, the Bonk one, which is like. But the Bonk was more so made for fucking what was it, the U.S. League of soccer.
The Galaxy, right? Was it in the Galaxy?
No, I think it was like fucking LFC or
oh, the one Beckham was in, wasn't he in that one? Yeah,
something like that. I don't know, but that was the whole thing. But I mean, like we have that now, so it's like like.
Yeah, we still have the Coliseum too.
Yeah, we still have a Coliseum too. So like
70,000 people or some shit it holds.
It's fucking crazy.
It's a big thing.
I remember being there just once for a fucking concert when I was a little kid. The seats were fucking uncomfortable, dog. It was like all the way up there.
Well, because they're old school bleacher seats, dude.
Yeah.
The first time I went there was for a concert. No. I've been there for games, but the first concert I went there to was of course Metallica. It was my first, and it was their the last time they ever did the Summer Sanitarium tour. It was in 2003.
Oh, okay.
So I got to see Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Deftones. I wanted to say Korn, but I don't think Korn was there. So it was them three and then Metallica. Things started at 3. I did not think I was going to survive to see Metallica, bro.
Oh my god!
Because just sit like, and we got there at 3. Like fucking, I seen all the bands, and it was just fucking miserable. Fucking miserable.
It's the worst seats ever, honestly.
Dude. And then so real quick, I went with my dad and I took my cousin, and all of a sudden, like we find out that somehow, some way, my uncle ended up with 2 extra tickets, but general admission. So him and my mom went. They're on the fucking floor. We had no idea till like after the concert. So they were there. Like they didn't. I think they just showed up for Metallica because like by the time, because he was on crutches, so he couldn't even be. And I'm like, motherfucker, you couldn't just hit me up, and be like, hey, let's trade. But like it was like, I say that because it's like it was fucking packed, and it's like I mean, obviously the whole like the back third of it had to be blocked off for the stage and all that.
Yeah,
but like I've even been there for SC games. It is insane how like crowded that shit gets.
It really is. And I mean, like the seats from all the way up there, you barely can see anything down there too, which is fucking crazy how like you'd be able to fucking do that. But yeah, going back to the subject that we were originally talking about. So like supposedly what was it? There's a museum over there, right?
There should be like
is it the
Smithsonian's out there, right? And there's like I think there's like aerospace museums. There's a couple. I think
the Smithsonian
that's the big one
had been planning for like up to a month for a similar kind of like event, a fair that was more so designed around the actual states rather than Trump's bullshit that he did, and they just fucking shot on that. Like if it doesn't like. The guy is so self-centered and everything needs to be about him. Everything that as far as like the presidency needs to be about him is just like, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like fucking, the whole military parade was fucking shit. You remember that, right?
Yeah. Anything tore up the fucking pavement and all that shit just for him to sleep through it.
Anything that he decides to do that it's supposed to be in celebration of America ends up being some cheap fucking like horribly planned fucking event that ultimately causes more long-term damage than it actually does for fucking some sort of celebration.
What's the opposite of the Midas touch? Because that's what he has.
That's what he has. Yeah,
that's what he has.
I don't know what the
for
fuck
as much as he loves gold.
Yeah,
whatever he touches turns into the complete lead. I guess it's reverse alchemy.
Yeah, it's reverse alchemy. It turns into fucking lead. Because like honestly, he doesn't do anything. And it's like to me, it's like it's an embarrassment, dude. Like imagine going overseas and they're like, didn't your fucking country do some stupid ass military parade that like does like fucking pales in comparison to the ones that China does?
Oh, they're like, yeah, you guys, your budget fucking North Korea shit right there.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like seriously, this is just the stupidest thing ever. And I don't understand. And the thing is, it's even more infuriating to me is the fact that it's like, that's our money. That's our taxpayers going into this bullshit, you know? And it's just like, what the fuck is the point of this? Like, it's only for his, like, it's him trying to make it seem like, oh, I care about you guys and I want to celebrate you guys. So here, let's do this.
It legit feels like his trip, what was it, 8 years ago? However many fucking years ago his first term was. I get, 10 at this point?
At this point,
from the start of it?
Yeah.
It feels like his trip to North Korea was just like, oh, I'm going to take notes.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the shit is like just bare minimal appeasement kind of shit. And that's what it reminds me of. Like kind of textbook, like dictatorial fucking like, I'll give you just enough to keep you guys quiet, alive and shit.
Like I try to think about things that maybe Biden did that was just like fucking like not so great, you know, in that sort of perspective, similar things that just like where he was like, and the only thing that I can think about that just like stuck into my head was during Christmas time when we were going through COVID where he decided, or where we were like kind of going through like, yeah, we're still doing the COVID shit, where he had a bunch of fucking nurses sing some fucking like Christmas song shits. And I'm like, the fuck is this, dude? Like, you get me? And even that is not as bad as like.
Here's the thing: every president has some sort of goof or a bumble or a fumble.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? But
it's usually
this dude
like
plans him.
Yeah,
like this motherfucker like plans him out, and he spends like millions, if not billions, of fucking tax dollars on him.
On him as well.
Like these are I don't know. These are like, he reminds me of like a cartoon villain, where it's like all these grand schemes to take over the world. And then, like, you know, the smallest fucking thing just goes wrong, but he still has that fucking, basically the infinite resources just to try again. And that's the entire, what is the fucking presidency is, it seemed like to me.
Yeah, because I mean, like, dude, like.
He's like Gru.
Pretty much, honestly, yeah. It really is that. And the fucking minions just keep coming back. That's his fucking, those are his followers, dude. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. It's crazy. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, to me, it just, dude, it's like, what's going to be next? You get me? What other fucking like events are happening? This is a fucking 250 years of the U.S. being in existence.
If we live another 50 years, maybe we get to celebrate the 300 properly.
Right? Good God, dude. Like, I just like, and I mean, like, I guess this is a good way to segue into like, because today being Independence Day.
Hold on real quick. I just want to go back to the fair real quick before.
Yeah.
So two things. I remember, I think it was the main stage or one of their main stages.
Oh yeah,
the rehearsal. The shit falling apart.
One of the shit falling. Like, oh shit. Yeah, like I noticed that.
There was that, and then the other one was, I forget the name of. I didn't know we were going to be talking about this, so I didn't. But I forget the name of the company. But in one of the stands or setups, I forgot what state it was for. They were displaying the Confederate flag. And people were, you know, like, what the fuck? So I think eventually they took it down, but I forgot what the pickle company was. I guess it's a big pickle company out like back east or Midwest or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
They pulled out from it because of the thing. And like so many people were butthurt that they pulled down. I was like, I've been eating these pickles my entire life and I'm not going to eat these pickles anymore. I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. But like, there have been some fucking consequences to his little bullshit actions like that.
That's crazy. I didn't know.
Because, there is another thing too, real quick. It's not necessarily tied to the fair, but I guess he's having another concert and he got 50 Cent was one of them. And fuck, who were the other two? I don't remember. Oh, Flo Rida, I think. And I don't remember the other one. 50 Cent's getting shit on right now. Like hardcore. They were all getting shit on, but I guess it had already happened. And I think it was Flo Rida. He did his set and he talked about it after. He was like, look, I made a commitment. It wasn't fucking anything like political or anything like that. It was just whatever. Like, I'm not the type of person just to like renege on a commitment, which sounded kind of sketchy to begin with.
Yeah.
But apparently during his set, he was hyping up Democratic candidates, which I'm all for, bro.
No way.
So a lot of people were like, this motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
So
you know what? I kind of wish that they would like, they would like people who actually weren't aligned with them or just like doing it for the paycheck. If they actually fucking did something like that, you get me?
Honestly, dude, if you're an artist of some sort and you take the check, I mean, and you were just to be like, if there was something to just, for me to acknowledge, like, okay, this is just a money thing. Mm-hmm. I know just being a money thing doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
But like, I'm also kind of okay with people taking their money and not supporting them. Like, if I could find a way to fucking leech off of them, and you know what I mean? Still be like, oh, you go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
I would 100% do it.
I mean, I would like take their money and fucking shit on them.
Bro.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yes. Well, why wouldn't you do that? Like, by all means, go for it.
They do it to us.
Yeah. So like, I kind of wish that they would do that, but they don't. A lot of times they don't have the spine for it, honestly. They never really do. I'm just talking about people who fucking end up getting like, I'm not necessarily talking about fucking, like in this case, 50 Cent or anything, because Vanilla Ice is part of it too, I think.
Was he part of that one? Yeah, he might have been part of it. I know he's
part of some sort of celebration that has to do with that, where a lot of people pulled out, and then he was like, "I'm sticking to it," and I was like, "Well, I mean, you're not."
And then I think they got canceled or some shit,
something like that. But I mean, like for Vanilla Ice, I'm sorry, you're not relevant, but I guess that's what you need to cling on to. But yeah, but moving on to like to the whole idea of what the 4th of July is. I remember when I was a kid, you know, in fucking like elementary, middle school, you're like, yeah, 4th of July, you know, kind of meant something, you know, like you were kind of fed into the propaganda of what it is and all that stuff. And then now as an adult, I'm just like, I'm grumpy. I'm like, fucking fireworks are still going off after 10 p.m. and shit like that. And all for what? For what? Like nowadays, I'm just like, it's just a fucking like whatever. Like, I'm going to say this, like, whatever this country represented or what it's supposed to represent, it's not currently doing so. And if I were to be asked if I'm proud to be an American right now, I'm not really, you know, because like based on what we've seen happen this past fucking year or even the year before, like I never expected us to be in this sort of path. I didn't expect us to be in this timeline. I wish that we were in the other timeline where, you know, maybe Kamala won or something like that, where maybe I'd rather be in the perfect universe where Bernie Sanders won in 2016 and then probably now we'd be living in a better life or something.
Why not just be in the timeline where the bullet didn't miss?
Where the bullet didn't miss? I don't know about that. But I mean, like, that's one of the things. So like, I think because Zohran Mamdani ended up doing a speech, right, for like the 4th of July speech. And one of the things that like, it was a really good speech. I recommend everyone to listen to it. But the way that he fucking like basically he says it is representative in the America or America is represented in the way that he's shitting on the fucking like the corporations are like asking so much of the worker. But at the same time, he talks about how the hardworking people are waking up in the morning, hoping that they can get a better life and so forth. The freedoms that we get in this country, the freedom of speech, the freedom to be able to do, you know, things to pursue your own fucking happiness and shit like that. The beacon of safety that the U.S. used to be, bringing in people from everywhere across the world. Because I mean, this fucking country was founded by immigrants, you know. You know, with the fucking the colonialists or the fucking the Protestants that came from fucking from England, that came in. I mean, they colonized and they fucking killed people. But I mean, then one way or another, they were immigrants. They were not native to this land.
This country is run by the descendants of immigrants.
Yeah, the descendants of immigrants, and yet somehow, like now,
immigrants are the problem.
Immigrants are the problem. Yeah. So like, it's just one of those things where it's like, this country was created as a safe haven for people that wanted to, like, that didn't want to live in the countries that treated them poorly or where they felt they didn't have an opportunity. That's been the motto for America all this time, you know? And I don't feel like I'm not even going to say it's just Trump, but I'm just going to say in the past, like, I want to say like 16 years, probably plus, I haven't felt like that's been the case for the most part, you know? And so like with today being 4th of July, it's just another day to me. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. You get me? And the like people who are celebrating it, the people that are celebrating it because they have pride in this country for what it is right now. I don't know, dude. I think you're delusional. You get me? Because if I'm not able to exert or exercise my free speech in criticizing our government without any sort of negative repercussions from our government, this isn't America.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, we're not living in America anymore. Like, the values that we held are no longer there. And one thing that I remember when I was working at Rite Aid, where there was this older black lady who would come in, she would sell shit to one of our coworkers. And I think it was like around that 4th of July week, where I asked her, I was like, hey, are you going to do anything for 4th of July? And she's like, I don't celebrate 4th of July. It's like, I celebrate Juneteenth. And I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense, you know, but I didn't think about it. Like, I didn't think about that back then. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. And then someone mentioned the fucking, the speech that Frederick Douglass did in, I think it was in one of for the suffragettes, where they invited him to speak for in there. And basically the speech was about what does the 4th of July mean to black people? And it's like, yeah, that's kind of how like it feels like, in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like makes me wonder, because like, I mean, I don't think it, like, for my parents, I don't think it has any significance to them. They're immigrants, you know, so like they don't understand, or they, not that they don't understand, it's just they don't have like,
it's just another day.
It's just another day for them. But like, for us American born, like, do you feel, I don't know how you felt when you were as a kid, how you felt about the 4th of July, or if there was any sort of a patriotism.
Honestly, I don't think I ever really put much thought into the day itself. Like I never, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the only holiday, and it's not even a holiday, that I've ever cared about is Halloween.
Yeah.
Just because, but everything else, like they're just kind of days for me. You know what I mean? I mean, I always got excited for it because, fucking fireworks and all that shit. Yeah. But even as I got older, it's just another day. Like I know what it means and what it represents and stuff, but it was just like, I don't know. Like, I guess for me, I always just I just kind of like took that in throughout the year. You know what I mean? Just little things just to kind of like, or that reminded me of that. I don't know. The 4th of July itself never meant anything to me. And like it's a birthday.
Yeah.
You're just celebrating. It doesn't represent. Yeah. Okay. But for me, it was just like, to me, it was just the birth of America, not so much the birth of freedom and all that. You know what I mean? It was just like, because honestly, if you really think about it, it was just the birth of freedom for some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's just the day
at the cost of fucking the Native Americans, basically.
It's the day they signed the Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence.
That's what it is. Like, now that I'm older, I'm like, it's fucking one. Why are there still fireworks? I have work the next day.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things that I think about it. And it's just like, it kind of brought into me like it just made me think about like the whole idea of patriotism and how I honestly, I lack it right now because I don't feel very proud of my country right now, of how it is and everything of that sort and everything that's been going on right now. I don't feel like I'm properly represented in our states, or in our Congress. And I don't feel that a lot of the stuff that's going on as far as like our government is doing a good job to help us out, So, and also just the fact that like fucking ICE raids and everything that's been happening, ICE killing civilians, and fucking the fact that pedophiles are allowed to fucking just walk around freely and shit like that. And our fucking government is essentially just fucking keeping them safe, making sure they're not fucking.
Our government's running. Our pedophiles are running our government.
Yeah. And all that stuff. And the fact that the rich are getting richer. Did you know that fucking Trump made 1.5 billion just on his fucking meme coin, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has become a billionaire just because of the fucking presidency. He has brought no fucking value at all.
I think, isn't he like the only fucking president who's had his net worth go up while in presidency?
Honestly, I don't know, but I mean, like, it's like, that's literally what's happened to him. Being a president is the best thing that's happened to him because one, he can't go to jail. He can't be fucking prosecuted. He can't go to fucking.
Well, technically he can. He just won't because.
And then like he has more money to now defend himself in any case that he like needs to like, and that's just his personal wealth. That's not like the wealth that's going down to the family as well. Because like I mean, fucking, I'm pretty sure that Ivanka and fucking Jared Kushner are fucking worth some. They've definitely fucking.
Well, weren't they gonna fucking buy some island?
Some fucking island, and I forgot where. And
did you see what they were doing?
No.
So they were like, I forgot. It's in the Mediterranean somewhere, I think. Right. The people there, they were loading up trucks with garbage and tipping them down the hill to fuck up the hillsides and just scatter garbage everywhere. To make it undesirable for them.
Fuck yeah. Because isn't it supposed to be like the area was like preserved land for something?
I don't know if it's the whole island, but some of them are. It was left the way it was for a reason. I don't remember what it was.
It was protected land, I think, for something. But I mean, fuck yeah, do that. Like fuck it. They can't have it, like it needs to, they shouldn't be able to have it. Like, fuck, dude, nobody needs to fucking have their own island, dude.
Honestly, dude, if if I was a country, like, I don't know if it was Greece, but let's say it was Greece, I'd be like, you know what? You can't buy shit because you're not a fucking Greek citizen.
Yeah,
you're not a naturalized, but you can lease the island.
Yeah.
And we'll tax the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
But we ain't going to sell you shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's how it should be.
That's how big territories like that should be.
That's how, like, honestly, I feel like that's how every country should be.
But I mean, like, that's the thing. It's money, though. Like, you want to have money.
I know. Okay. But how do you get more money? You lease it out instead of just that one-time fucking payment.
Yeah, that is very true.
No, it seems like they're fucking trying to get our society to go into, like, payment systems anyways, subscriber systems anyways. So why not just do it with that shit?
Well, this is one of the things, like, I mean, fuck. we were talking in the group chat about the whole fucking like the no more physical media for fucking PlayStation, Sony, like Sony and stuff like that. And I was just like,
they're trying to take everything from you, dude.
That's another thing. And that was one of the things too. Like there was when right now with like everything that's been going up as far as like, you know, like fucking RAM and storage devices, because all of these fucking data centers that are being constructed, they're hogging up all of these components.
You know, I think it's Sony and Nvidia. So Samsung and Nvidia, and I forgot who else, they're getting sued because of that. Because they're saying they manufactured that whole fucking thing.
They and people were saying, there was a conspiracy theory going about that they were thinking that they don't want people to own PCs. They want you to rent a fucking like a cloud store, like a cloud PC where you can fucking play games through on the cloud.
Yeah, nah.
Like streaming services kind of thing. It's like, dog, that's fucking stupid. I mean, like,
look, I know, like, you know, the whole gaming scene is like a new fucking semi untapped market and all that. But you do that, you're gonna fucking kill it. You're gonna kill your cash cow, bro.
It's already fucking. If it's already,
but that's what I'm saying. Like you're just gonna fucking put it in the grave.
It's 100%. Right now, it's gonna go to the grave, honestly, because like I mean, it like AAA games are supposed to be. I think like they were saying that to make Destiny 3 was gonna be $500 million.
Destiny 3?
Yes.
To remake it?
To make Destiny 3. It would have been.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Halo. I was okay.
Destiny 3 was gonna be $500 million.
How does that?
So it's like, don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money, and that's a risky venture. But how the fuck did it inflate to get to that point?
That's what I'm thinking. Because like, you have fucking movies don't even cost that much to make.
I know.
And but you know what? It's probably all that extra. I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
You know.
That's like twice the budget of some fucking movies, dude.
You know what it is though? And whose fault it is? It's video game companies. They're the ones who constantly push the graphical fidelity, making sure that their games always look the best and everything like that. Nobody's asking for that. Nobody's saying that you need to have fucking like the best graphics in the world. We have fucking indie games that look way better with their artistic representation of like or their artistic vision, where it's like almost like polygonal fucking like looking graphics, and they still look fucking great.
I mean, look at fucking Minecraft, dude.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It's just a bunch of fucking squares.
Exactly.
And it's one of the fucking best selling games in the world.
Exactly. So it's like, it's things like that. Like nobody's telling you to fucking go. You guys have done this to yourselves.
I feel like it's one extreme or the other though, because it's like how you said, like people, you know, some companies are fucking pushing too hard. And then you got motherfuckers like Game Freak who just aren't pushing at all, are 100% okay with the way Pokemon looks. And a lot of people are, and fuck people for buying it, for being dumb. But it's like, I seen like the gameplay and shit for the latest Pokemon game on the Switch 2. I'm not saying it looks like ass, but for a handheld console where like I see gameplay footage of the Zelda game, what was it, Wind Waker, or the newest one, or what the fuck was it called?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. That should look fucking dope. And then you have like Pokemon where the buildings like balconies aren't even rendered. They're just like, it's a flat surface.
It's a flat surface on the building.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? And then even with that, like the dude was playing, as he was walking, like the frame rate was having trouble catching up. Like the far off shit, it was all like, I'm like, how, dude? Like, that's just funny. Why? Like,
that's funny.
And it's, yeah, it's the companies, but honestly, dude, it's gonna sound fucked up. A lot of it has to do with the fans. Fans are fucking dumb, and they will pay for shit just because.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, like they will. But I mean, like one way or another, though, like the escalation. Because I mean, like the fans are going to give you money regardless. But the escalation of graphics and everything like that has all been fucking. That was the arms race that all of these game company or all these fucking like console companies decided that they wanted to go through. Like Xbox and Sony were like, oh, our graphics look better than this one. Xbox having I guess being a little bit more brighter and therefore looking better than fucking PlayStation 2 at the time and stuff like that. And so it's just like stupid shit like that that ended up just creating this fucking arms race to the point where like now it's become almost super stupid expensive just to create a game like that. And then that's the thing. It's like it's all your fault, and then you keep fucking investing money into projects because you're trying to follow a fucking trend. Like every that's one of the things that I've noticed in this capitalistic society. The moment that someone comes up with a unique idea, everyone tries to fucking capitalize on it and fucking take the bag rather than innovate off of that or create something better than that, it's like, no, we got to have this. We got to have their version. Netflix comes out with streaming. What does every other fucking company do? They come out with their own fucking version of streaming because they want to have their fucking like their slice of the pie, right? They want to have as much money as they possibly can. Fucking what you call it? iTunes came out with their shit. What came out afterwards? We got fucking Spotify. We got Pandora. We got fucking YouTube Music. We also had fucking what is it?
I will say this though, I won't anything Apple does. I don't put into that category because unless you fucking submit to Apple, you have no real access to that shit. Like, yes, you could have had iTunes if you had a Samsung or something else, but it's not going to be the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
you're still restricted and beholden to their shit.
Yeah,
so like for something like that, like I'll give Spotify and all those fuck because, but I 100% agree with you. There's just no, it just boils down to no originality, originality, and I think a lot of it is just fucking lazy. Everyone's just after that quick buck now.
It really is that much, that sort of thing, and it's just fucking annoying because it's just like one of the they expect to cut as many costs as they possibly can just to extract the most profit that they can get out of the product. The value, the products are now fucking cheaply made, cost just as much as they used to or even more, and break down within a year only for you to fucking buy the newest version. Why is there like a new fucking version of a phone that only has a year? You get me? Like that's only a year old. Like why the fuck is there a new version already after a year? Why can't you just like fucking take the time to do research and development and then fucking?
A lot of it though, I think again can be like traced back and ultimately blamed on the consumer.
Yeah,
because I feel like a lot of it is just that FOMO shit.
Well, I mean it's a lot of FOMO, but like it's just like they created that market too. You get me? They put themselves in the companies ended up creating that market because nobody like. Remember, there was like a new phone every fucking 4 years that was like actually made some technological advancement. You get me? Like that's what I'm saying. It's like there are no longer like big technological advancements when it comes to technology, like phone technology. Like whoop-de-doo, you can fucking flip. You can go back to like the old days where you had a fucking razor where that would fucking close to like, you know, now you have fucking flip touchscreen phones. Like whoop-de-doo, that's not an advancement of technology. You get me? It's I mean, I guess with the Galaxy one that opens up into a full fucking tablet mode and shit like that, I guess that's a combination of two devices into one. But I mean, like that's
okay. I will say the one thing Samsung has that's very cool is, you know, that phone where like it flips and the glass or the thing, it's all touch, but it folds with it. So it's like this almost looks like the old school Game Boy DS or SD size and shit like it.
Yeah,
like that's cool. And I remember when I was gonna get a new phone that had just come out, and I was looking at it, I'm like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of big, but I'm like, and the dude was like, don't get it. It's a piece of shit. Like he's like, it sucks. Like just stick with the standard phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking.
Like now they're actually better.
Yeah, but it's just like,
but I mean, I'm not saying that they're better than like a fucking regular bar phone, but I mean, like the technology has gotten a lot better than when it was before. What is it? The Z Fold, or I forgot what they called it.
I forgot what it's.
But like, I mean, my sister just bought my mom a Motorola Razr, which is like basically now a touchscreen one that just,
it's the new. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, it's that, and I'm just like, we're going back to like, you get me?
Going back to flip phones.
Yeah, like what the fuck is the point of this? I don't like. There's no new innovation in this fucking thing. Like, sure, you have a bendable screen. That's cool. But like, rather than make it into like a tablet or something like that, or like you made it into this fucking like smaller compact thing that really doesn't add any value.
I feel like with technology, that's always the trend though. Like it's, so when something comes out, it starts off big.
Yeah.
And then as technology improves, it gets smaller because that's what you want. But I feel like shit kind of stagnates or people get bored and then it gets big again. Like cell phones, huge. Then they got real fucking small. Now they're fucking huge again. You know what I mean? Same thing like even with PCs. They're massive in the beginning. Technology got better. So you compact it now. And now I see motherfuckers with their rigs and they're like,
there's fucking
bro,
huge.
That's the fucking IBM from the 80s.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you running? You know what I mean? It's just like,
and it's like, it's not even the internal components that are big. It's just the fucking case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm not taking away what you're saying, but I feel like, yeah, a lot of it is, there's no innovation, but I feel like a lot of it is because they don't really feel like they have to.
Yeah.
You just reskin shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like consumers are dumb enough to be like,
to eat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely one of the things that's kind of been going on. But like, I don't know, dude. I'm like disillusioned right now. It's so depressing to talk about this, given that it's like the 4th of July and shit like that. But I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to day. I'm not looking forward to
Even
anything.
fireworks are expensive now,
fireworks
bro.
are expensive. You're literally burning up money on this, and it's like, do you really want to burn up money? Do you really want to burn up money? Like, for real, dude? How much are you going to be spending minimum for that? You're not going to be able to get much with $30.
Okay, I don't. You know what? I haven't gone to a fireworks stand in a long time.
You have one like literally close by.
But like, that's another fucking crazy thing, dude. I remember not even that long, like maybe 20 years ago. Like in June already, the fireworks stands were up. They weren't open, but they were set.
They were set up.
And like by like maybe mid-June, the last week, maybe week and a half of June, they were open, and there was like every fucking free space. There was a fireworks stand. Now it's like I rarely see them. They're
very sparse.
They're they're real few and far between now.
Yeah, like, but that's crazy because I mean, like honestly, I mean, it's the most sane choice that you or what you call it, decision that you can make today is not buy fucking fireworks, because I mean, like again, like I said, you're literally burning up money, and the risk of you setting something on fire or blowing off a finger is not really worth the money you spent on those fireworks.
It is for me.
I don't know.
Not on my fingers. For them to blow off. For me, it's worth it. 100%.
But you paid nothing for it, though. That's the thing.
I'll pay to see it.
You pay to see it.
I mean, I guess I do with internet.
That is very true. Yeah. Now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just like, to me, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I feel like this year is going to be, I feel like if there's a lot of fireworks going on, there's already a lot of fireworks out there, but it's not because of 4th of July. It's because of World Cup.
Yeah.
There's already a lot out there. And I feel like whatever is floating out there, it was people getting prepared for World Cup.
For World Cup, yeah. That
especially here for teams like Mexico. Well, just South American teams, but especially like Mexico and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that, but yeah. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because like normally, honestly, like in years prior, right now, we probably wouldn't be able to be recording because of the amount of fireworks.
Right.
But I've noted, I was even talking to my friend about this, is like, she's like, there's not as many fireworks as there were last year. I'm like, it's not that there's not as many. It's people are waiting for the games.
Yeah.
Like people are choosing when to do them because of the games,
because
not
of
for the celebrations.
Like that, yeah.
Where before there was no reason to hold on to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just bought this shitload and we're just firing them off the whole time. Like people have something to focus on. Other than just blowing shit up.
Rather than just, because like, you would just do it for the fuck of it before. Now you just kind of wait until that. Yeah. That makes sense. I feel bad for all the fucking pets though. Cause like, goddamn.
I like pets. Yeah. But like pets can be medicated, or you can, I always felt bad for like fucking raccoons, birds, squirrels. Like that's a rough one. Like me as a person, like it gets like intense after a while. Like it just, especially because it's like here they're almost all illegal, and so it's like some of them are just like legit little fucking bombs, like house rattling.
Yeah,
you know, especially if they're like on the block or the block over, like the house kind of shakes or the fucking windows. It's like it gets to you after a while. It's just like, fuck, man.
That's kind of fucked up, given that you're living in a sinking hole too. Because I mean, any fucking shake would just bring it down.
It's
dog.
Just fuck. I can't even imagine if I was former military.
Yeah, dude.
My buddy's brother, he's like 4th of July. He hates it.
Yeah,
he fucking hates it.
Yeah, because like, dude, that's another thing too. That really sucks for people that just can't deal with it. Like, dude, no, I don't know. I feel like,
and honestly, like people have no consideration. I hate the 5th of July because outside's disgusting. And there's just trash fucking everywhere.
It smells like fucking sulfur. It smells like
just
fucking,
no one cleans up after themselves.
That's the other thing that's fucking very, very fucking aggravating to me, is the fact that you just blew up all this shit. You left the trash there. You didn't even bother to pick it up.
And I'm like, why am I going to celebrate America after this? Because, like it always just kind of reminds me of there's a episode of The Simpsons where for the 4th of July, they go to like the lake or the beach or some shit like that. And Homer stops by like a convenience store.
Oh, he buys the M80, right?
Yeah, and he's like, what better way to celebrate your country than by blowing up a piece of it? And it was like that fucking knockoff Apu and shit. Yeah. I always fucking remembered that shit just because of like was like, that's kind of true. It's like you're just it reminds me of a war sometimes. Just all like I'm like when I think about it, I'm like, fuck, dude, like there's people in Iran right now, and like this shit ain't fun. You know what I mean? Like these sounds that we're hearing like mean a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I always just kind of
Palestinians, dude. That's what I like all the fucking shelling that they get. That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, like I know that we live in more comfort than other places do, but like I mean, one way or another, dude. Like it's just like every place has a shitty fucking place. You get me? Like it's just like that. And I'm not trying to compare it to their suffering, but it's just the fact that like I said before, like the sense of community is just not in the Americas.
It hasn't been for a while.
Yeah, the sense of community doesn't exist.
It's gotten worse over the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, like
I'll give it. What is it? I guess it would be like almost 18 at this point. I'll say it started with Obama. No, I'm not putting it on him.
Yeah,
but I would say like that's where like that friction started.
Definitely. But I mean, like one of the things that I will fucking say though that I feel like is actually something that's very fucking good news that's been happening, is the fact that like I don't know if you've noticed, but New York got 2 DSA candidates fucking elected. There was another one I think there was one in Philadelphia, and then recently one in Denver, Colorado that got elected too. So 5 fucking DSA candidates. I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, but I mean, holy fuck, it's doing something. You get me? And one of the things that I've noticed too is just like a lot of the Democrats, like the establishment Democrats, are like, no, we can't let this happen. And I'm like, motherfuckers, do you guys want to win or do you want to let fascism exist?
They want to keep their jobs and their money.
Yeah, they want to keep the status quo going because like and it's just like, dude, like you're not like, and I hate that. Like, so there's this one, I forgot what his name is, but it's that bald gremlin looking motherfucker that's like a fucking what you call it? He's a Democratic strategist. He was with Clinton. I forgot his name.
I can picture him. I haven't thought about Clinton fucking in so long.
But that motherfucker was saying is like, oh, he's leaving the Democratic Party because it's no longer his party because now they're allowing socialism to come in and shit like that. And it's like, then get the fuck out, dog.
I see this all the time, and it's like I don't really understand, or I don't think people really truly understand what like socialism is, like,
or even what like the democratic socialism like actually stand for. You get me?
Well, yeah, but like okay, because I it's like the moment you throw out the word, it was like back in the day. The moment you said the word communism, oh my god, you're done. That's what socialism now, but it's like. Aren't like firefighters and all that shit like a socialist kind of thing? LA department,
the police department is a socialist structure, is a social program.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like we have socialist programs.
Yeah,
like for a very long time.
And
they function.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
for the most part.
Yeah. But
yeah, like it's just like the only thing that I could particularly see as a problem when it comes to like say democratic socialism. Or just like socialism in general is whoever or whatever party is aligned or the party alignment that is in control of the government at the time. Because like it is a lot of concentrated power into that where like say you have what you call it. Like if you started creating things like say what you call it Medicare for all or universal basic income and stuff like that. If you're on the opposite side of the party or like from the other side of the party, you might start to set certain fucking regulations that would limit how many people get that.
Let me stop you right there.
Right.
We're a democracy.
I know.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I mean, I know.
So what's the difference?
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
I'd rather get free healthcare.
No, absolutely. But I mean, like what I'm saying is that like the problem, the only problem that I can see is that the moment that people end up fucking voting someone in that doesn't respect that these programs need to be funded without any sort of like, you know, hurdle or fucking means test or anything of that sort, then that's the only time that it would be at risk. But
well, I mean, that's already happened though.
I mean, it's already happening as it
without socialism.
Yeah. So like, I'm just like, to me, honestly, like social programs are like what we need. If you want to build a community, what better way to do it than to provide like making people feel like their fucking tax money is actually going for something that works out for them, you know, helping your fellow neighbor. Like telling people your taxes are helping pay for your neighbor's healthcare or something like that. Don't you think that would kind of build some sort of sense of community?
Theirs is helping pay for yours.
Yeah, pay for yours, you know, something like that. Like that's stuff that ultimately brings people together, because you know that the moment, like, you would feel in a sense of community because you know that the moment that you can't, like, if there's a brief time period where you can't work or you can't do something for yourself, you know that the system has a safety net that will provide for you until you get back on your feet.
You know what fucking like kind of drives me up the wall? And the most recent example is this Chud the Builder motherfucker. Is a certain segment of the population will cry and bitch and moan about socialism and people wanting handouts and all that shit.
Right.
And you have a fucking cunt like him, says the N-words a couple times on stream and shit like that. And now he's in prison. And you have all these people rushing just to throw money at him.
Throw money at him just to help him out.
So there's someone.
There's a sense of community we've been missing.
That's what I'm saying.
Helping
like
the racists out.
Like, I don't know. Maybe we do need it. Like, maybe we do need separate healthcare for Hispanics, blacks, white. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going to get it done, because it seems like it, you know, how can you be so anti-socialist, but this mom at a park starts screaming out the N-word, gets fired, and then, you know, fucking all these fucking racists run to fucking white knight her.
Like help out. I guess that's
she should just pull herself up by the fucking bootstraps.
Yeah.
Shut her goddamn fucking lips, both of them, and fucking find another job or some shit. Try to be a better person.
Yep.
But exactly. No, she ended up, it's like close. It was a fucking ridiculous amount that she got.
There needs to be consequences. You get me? And when there are consequences for those people, they need to stick. There shouldn't be any sort of like fucking like.
I think that's what they're trying to do with the builder fucker.
Yeah.
They're making it incredibly difficult for him right now.
Yeah, there needs to be consequences. You can't be like it like, and I'm not saying this is all for all white people, but I mean white people are fucking like are benefit from this privilege that nobody else has. But I'm sorry, but there needs to be consequences for y'all when you fuck up. And the same way that there's consequences for anybody who's not white, at the moment they fuck up, they get fucked. Y'all need to have you need to experience the same shit as well, you know? Simply because that's literally equal treatment for whatever negative things you do. And now the punishment for that, like for saying like fucking racial slurs and shit like that, I don't know what would be deeming, but like if you shoot someone just based on fucking, just because
he shot him multiple times, by the way.
That's like
and himself.
You shooting yourself and someone else, and then you want to claim it's self-defense. I'm like, nah, dog. That was some intent there, you know, to
well, no, yeah, he threw himself under the bus because of fucking quotes he had made days prior.
Yeah.
So they were like, no, this isn't well, one. Like I mentioned it last time. When we were having dinner and shit. It wasn't even on a recording, where in that state, I think it was Tennessee or some shit I said. I forgot where. But it's the whole self-defense has to be equal to what the threat was.
The threat was, yeah.
So black dude throwing hands doesn't mean you can fucking shoot him. It means you got to throw hands. You know what I mean? Black dude had a gun. Okay, it's fair, but that wasn't the situation. And just to make it worse, again, you were talking about season finale, dead N-word, a bunch of other N-words chimping out about it. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You kind of fucked yourself there.
You really
for
did,
once,
honestly.
instead of having someone else fuck you.
That's fucking.
Because that was his thing, apparently, getting pegged.
Yeah, multiple people have come out and forward to say that he like getting pegged.
He's gonna have fun time in prison.
It's always one of those. It's always those people that are fucking like, dude. Why can't you just be fucking free and open about yourself, the shit that you like, and just like, you know, stop pretending like you're not and trying to be like, you get me? Like, I hate that. Like, be yourself, not a pedophile. But I mean, like, if you like getting pegged, fucking just be out and about it. You like getting pegged. Nobody's gonna fucking judge you for it. They judge you more if you're all fucking trying to be like you're not about that life, but secretly you are.
Right, because we're talking about this, and because you brought up the pedophile thing, like, it makes me wonder, like, because growing up, I was like, when you came across someone that was gay,
yeah,
I was like, oh wow, they're gay. Like, and I get it, because especially back then, like the 90s and early 2000s, like it wasn't the best environment to be out.
Right.
But like now, current day, I wonder, like, there has to be way, way, way more gay people out there. You know what I mean? That are just not coming out. Because like the shit you say, you know, fucking whenever Republicans have some sort of rally or shit, like Grindr is just fucking I'm like, that's a lot of people, you know, that's a lot of non-gay people, you know what I mean? Like, and the same thing with fucking pedophiles. It's like now all of a sudden it's like everyone seems to be getting butt. I'm like, what the fuck is up with, is it just us like as a country, or can I expect to find this many closeted gay, and not that they're the same, but I'm just saying, like, is there this many like hidden pedophiles in other countries?
One thing, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, because my thing is like a lot of the you know, few of the January 6ers, they ended up getting busted for pedophilia and shit like that. Yeah. There's fucking cops all of a sudden getting busted. I'm like, I didn't remember hearing about this like even a lot 10 years ago. You know what I mean? In the like just the volume that I'm hearing about it now.
It's just, I don't understand what it
like,
is.
Are they emboldened because of the?
I think it is. I think it is because of the Trump thing. Honestly, because I mean, but the thing, it goes back to what we said a while back. It's like, yeah, like they're free. They're not going to be able to fucking do anything, but you're fucking poor, dude. You're working class. You don't have that kind of money where you can fucking sway the courts to say like, yeah, you're not going to get fucking charged for this shit. You get me? You're not that important. Daddy Trump might be making you feel important, but nah, bitch, you're a regular ass fucking motherfucker like us. Like, you're going to get fucked one way or another. And that's the fucked up part about it. It's just, I don't understand. Why do we do this to ourselves, man?
I don't know.
We talk about these subjects and like, I'm just like,
well, and like, okay, I'll get it. But like going back to the gay thing, I'm like, I always like, I was saying, I was like, there has to, you know, obviously all these, I'm like,
there has to reach a peak.
No, and not that there has to be a peak, but it's like at some point it has to end. They can't. But like,
it's all these chemicals.
I wonder, like, okay, is it like a toxic masculinity thing among guys where the people are just afraid to just be themselves?
I mean, it's like, okay, like not everywhere is safe. You get me? To come out.
No, I get that. But
but I mean, like, also the other thing too, like, I guess, like, the only other thing that I can think about why people are secretively gay or just like in the closet is probably because like there's still that fear. You're coming out as something that, you know, despite the fact that it's prevalent in our society, it's still in some way looked as a bad thing. I don't think being gay has been shown to be in a positive light. You get me? Like, it's like kind of like a good thing to be gay, or at least from what I've seen. And it fucking, you know, in like, you hear it in the news where like or you hear it from one side of the political party where it's like being gay is a sin and so forth. There's still a lot of fucking Christianity out there that's saying it. Like, there's really no, you get me, other than the gay saying it's cool to be gay and their allies, the other side is still saying that it's bad. You get me?
Yeah.
And not to mention that, like, I honestly feel like there's still a lot of people that are like saying they're okay with their being gays, but secretly they're like, oh fuck, I need these guys to fucking just stop.
There's a meme I see every once in a while, and I think it was a dude on Twitter, and he posted someone's like, I don't fucking care about gay people. It's like I appreciate them, man. And he's like, you're telling me that there's a guy out there who's not into women and he takes another guy with him? Like, hell yeah, I'm all above that. Like it, but like, I don't, this is the other thing I don't, because you see, you know, you brought up like the religion, the Christianity. I'm like, I always see these things that, oh, Christianity and just religion in general is kind of on the decline. I don't see that though.
No, I don't see it either.
Like, where the fuck is it on the decline? Like, I don't, like, these are the things that, like, when I see like those polls or those statistics, I
honestly don't know where they're getting their statistics from, but I mean, maybe they're not taking in consideration like, because I mean, like when I see Christianity in the communities that I'm part of, like at least the Latino communities, it's fucking high up in there. If it's not Catholicism, it's Christianity. You get me? So like, there's still some sort of like,
I feel like there's certain religions where it's always, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to find very many Latinos that don't have some, you know what I mean? Like the same thing with like,
I mean, there's gay dudes that believe in fucking Christ. You get me? So like, it's just like, it's fucking crazy.
I feel like a lot of it is like almost like, genetic at this point. It's like ingrained in you.
Ingrained in you. Yeah. I mean, like, that's one of the things, like for me personally, like, I mean, I was my fucking mom was coming from fucking El Salvador, she's fucking Christian. That's all they fucking teach them over there, Christianity. I mean, Mexico is a little bit more like Catholicism, so like that's because of the Spaniard roots. But I mean, like, it's a lot of Christianity for fucking like a lot of the I think a lot of the Central American countries end up doing more Christianity than anything else rather than Catholicism. But like my mom was Christianity. She comes over here. She started with Christianity and then she moved into Catholicism and now she's back to Christianity. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, like, but I mean, the constant is believe in God and that God exists. And no matter what, as long as you are part of some sort of church that worships God, everything's okay.
I remember growing up, like we weren't overly religious. Like there was a point where like my mom, we would go as a family, like my mom, my dad and I, to like mass on Sundays. It was like whatever. But it didn't last very long and we weren't church people. Like if I went to church, usually it was like on my own accord. I'd walk up the street and I just chill and fucking hang out or whatever and do my thing. But like I remember,
you didn't go to the other one over there.
No. Honestly, they would not.
They wouldn't have let you.
No, they wouldn't have let me. At least not on my own. I'm saying that not that my parents wouldn't let me. The church itself wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
But it's like I remember growing up and thinking like, because as a Catholic, you're basically taught the fire brimstone side of it and not the loving God part of it. Really.
Yeah.
I grew up with so much fucking anxiety about going to hell. To the like, that's why I am the way I am now. Where it's like God and I will fucking talk it out when I get up there. You know what I mean? If he's got problems, and I'm sure he will. Then we'll fucking deal with it. But like, I look, I'm not murdering. I'm not raping. I'm not fucking committing atrocities. Am I doing fucked up things? Yes, but everyone else is. You know what I mean? Like everyone sins. So we'll hash it out up there.
Everyone says, like every person that I've talked to that believes in some sort of religion has all come to that. There's that one consensus. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So under the eyes of God, he's created imperfection. And then he's going to try to fucking like impose this very like, you have to be straight edge kind of like fucking bullshit law. I mean, not everyone's going to follow it.
Like, I remember having a conversation with someone. I had forgot what I did or what, but they kind of started lecturing me and it was like about like religion and all that shit. And it's like, oh, you're a creation of God or whatever. But I was like, well, I can't help that. What it was, I forgot what it was like, but it was something that I could not help. Right. And he was like, oh, well, again, you're a creator. I'm like, oh, God made me. He's like, yeah. Like, so he fucked up somewhere along the line and was like, well, no, God doesn't make mistakes. I'm like, so then this shouldn't be a big deal. Like, if I'm set on this motion, you know what I mean? Like, you pick and choose your battles, motherfucker.
Yeah, like the logic. Where's the logic?
God's fucking creation. I don't know. Maybe he got me from fucking IKEA, dog. And like he left out a piece. I don't know. Maybe something.
Maybe he took a shortcut from the instructions and he thought that he knew better than the instructions, you know?
Maybe God made someone gay.
Yeah.
I don't, how the fuck do you know?
Did he just fucking be like, wild card, I'm going to throw this fucking gay guy in there. Like, what the fuck?
I like, oh my, like fucking God just accidentally spilled some of the dick sucking juice in that vat of like fucking guys to be conjured and shit. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Also, like
it's like the Powerpuff Girls,
right?
Sugar, spice, and a chemical X. It was just a fucking accident and shit. Like, you know, like you can't use that argument.
No, you can't.
Like, I don't understand that.
Like, okay, like one of the things that I think about, like, okay, so wouldn't it be to your benefit as a fucking if you're fucking homophobic and you hate fucking gay people so much, or gay men in particular, wouldn't it be to your benefit to let them just fucking like get together, have sex, and just like live their lives, get married and all that shit? Because like, I mean, ultimately they can't reproduce unless they do artificial insemination, right? They would, and ultimately, if you believe that the gay gene only resides within them, they would essentially kill themselves out because they can't reproduce. So why are you fucking denying them their right to fucking do something like that? You get me?
That's two things. One is bullshit where you can be offended by gay men but not gay women.
Yeah.
I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
The other thing too, it's like if I was like, you know, super homophobic and shit like that, I'd be like, I would 100%. Again, this is if I were homophobic.
You're starting to sound like
I'm just saying,
giving it much thought.
This is going to be one of my fucked up jokes. If I was homophobic, I'd be like, dudes, fuck each other all you want, and in the background, I'd be like, AIDS.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
For real.
But what are they doing to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know, dude.
You know what? I don't remember how long ago. I can't fucking give out the source because I honestly don't remember it. But I remember reading this study where homophobic men were more prone to sexual arousal when they saw gay porn than straight men who were not homophobic.
So it's like a fear thing, a confusion thing, probably.
Well, they it probably is. Like they don't it's. I mean, they definitely do feel something that they're just like, but they've been told it's wrong, so therefore you should hate it.
You know what's weird? Because you say that, and like, there's two things. I remember growing up, like the way I talk now versus how I spoke like in high school and middle school is, I won't even say very much like high school. It was more like middle school, maybe some or like ninth grade and shit like that. And a lot of it, I think, kind of changed because of Jackass. And I say that, like, I remember, so like when we do the other podcasts and shit, and I talk about like when I make a joke about like fucking, I forgot, oh, it was about Henry Cavill peeing on me and I'd be okay with it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like back then I would never think to say that.
Right.
But because that's, you just didn't do that as a dude.
Yeah.
But I feel like after Jackass came out, they made gay shenanigans okay.
Yeah.
And everything fucking changed.
Yeah, right.
Like dudes are, it's weird because as homophobic as a lot as society kind of still is, dudes are way fucking gayer
They're
now.
fucking very
which is
gay.
really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. I'm not against it. I'm just trying to figure out, how are you this gay with your buddy, you know, as straight people? I'm not going to question your sexuality, but like when it comes to two people like that potentially are genuine in love, that's like offensive.
Yeah.
Like that's the shit I don't understand.
It's crazy because like I think about like when I was like working at one of the warehouses and well, not even the warehouses, but just like one of like the last job that I had, there was these two dudes who were like very fucking straight acting motherfuckers, right? And they were straight for all until they both had their girlfriends and shit like that. But then every time that they would fucking talk to each other was the gayest shit ever. And like these guys were fucking best buddies. You get me? Like where one would act like the top essentially, and the other one was like the fucking the bottom, or at least like the roles where one was the dominant one and the other one was submissive, right? And they would talk like that, and it was just one of those things where it's like you all act so gay with each other, yet when you start fucking talking about other like actual legitimately gay men, you feel so disgusted by it. It's like I legitimately do not understand this logic, because it's like you are acting like, sure, it might be a joke, but regardless, you're okay with it even as a joke. You get me? Like you're okay with this behavior as a joke, but once it's actually true, when you see two people that are fucking actually doing it, you're somehow not okay with it. I legitimately do not understand it.
There is a dude I worked with. I mean, he's still in the company, but I won't go into too much detail. And I just don't like this word in the context that it's used a lot now. It's not a bad word, but like I remember, and he was, I wouldn't say he was like, I don't even remember. He might have voted for Trump. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he would be on the phone with one of his buddies sometimes during work, and he'd be like, "Yeah, daddy." And I'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say, bro?" And it's not like a homophobic thing, but I'm just like, because of working with him, and I'm like, and what I there's something about that word, calling
I don't like that word,
a dude daddy or a girl mommy. It grosses me out. Like it's weird. Like it's cringy. It's, I don't know. It's not for me. It's if a chick called me, it's an instant turn off. I'm sorry. And if a girl wanted me to do that, like call her mommy, I'm like, I can't. I just can't. But like I'd ask him, is like, bro, that's like, I'm just gonna be straight up like, that's gay. Like, and I say that because it's like, you're kind of against them. Like, what the fuck is, like, I don't understand
like,
that.
I don't understand why the fuck
and like, but it was just, and he's like, oh, that's just what I call him. That was his fucking contact name on the dude's phone too. And I'm like, that's hardcore. Again, more power to you, but I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's fucking weird, dude. I mean, like, like any gay guy too, like that, like they end up like when I'm on Grindr or anything of that sort, and someone calls me daddy, I was like, please don't call me that. It's just don't. Like, I know that I'm older and they're like, or I'm like fucking older and all that stuff, but please don't. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, it doesn't. And it's even worse. Like, if it's like a fucking like if there's an age difference, like it just gets even worse. Like, it's so bad. Like,
yeah.
don't. Just please don't. No. God, dude. I just don't know. No.
It's
disgusting. I don't know why I find it so repulsive, honestly. and it's a joke for me for people like for my streams as well. Cause like, what you call it? I had someone that would come into my streams. He was he was a friend in a sense, but like he would come in and he was gay too. And he was like, yes, daddy. I'm like, don't call me that. Like it was a joke. You get me? Like it was as a joke. Like he knew that I would fucking like, he would do it to annoy me. Not so much to like, kind of like the way that your coworker did.
Because I remember I had a buddy and like he was saying like he would cringe at shit like that. And I remember one time, I forgot what he said, but he fucking pissed me off. And like later on the day he said something and I did the same thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, daddy. But dude, like it was weird. The moment he turned, both of our faces dropped because I'm like, saying that felt gross. Like even he's like, please don't say that again. I'm like, I'm not. It just felt wrong. But like we had that moment where like, okay, we need to tone it down because it was just.
We tried it. It's not for us.
It was not. I can't. It's just, I don't know what it is about that word. It just.
I don't get it either. Like, you know what? The one thing that I will kind of make a little pass on it is like if you call a woman mama or something like that, I think that's a little bit more kind of like, you get me, like it doesn't feel as like disgusting as
like, I think a lot of that too though comes from like because like
it's also regional for that. Like,
well, but like okay, I've been around families where like the mom will call the husband dad, because of the kid. You know what I mean? Like so shit, but like or dada, but like I don't know. There's something inherently, and this is fucked up to say, like that bled into just normal conversations. So now when I hear a girl call her dad daddy or a mom like it still triggers it because it turns so sexual or it's been so sexualized that where it's like I don't know.
I don't get it either. It's just like I don't know, but fuck it. Oh, I need a palate cleanser and I don't have any right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you feel like you can add to kind of like cleanse this fucking palate of depravity?
All I know is depravity, dude, and this is
I know like, that's the sad part about it.
I don't know.
It's just like I don't know. I mean, apart from like like I said, the DSA candidates winning and all that stuff, like I don't know. Surprisingly, that's given me hope, and I haven't taken any cocaine, and it's a light, dude. To me, it's a light. Like fucking Nithya has made it to the runoff for here for LA, California governor's race. So I'm like, that's whatever's, but like at least like there are some wins in the government as far as like the federal level, and then. For here for LA, like I'm hoping that there is some sort of change. Something that recently happened, I believe it was like something to change the charter to make they want to have ranked choice voting here in LA, and they're trying to change the LA charter, but they keep doing that stupid bullshit that they keep doing. Is like, oh, we need to further study it because they don't want to fucking put it up. They don't want to put it up to vote.
They're just stalling.
They're stalling because they know it's going to pass and they're going to lose their power that way. So. If Nithya Raman ends up getting fucking the candidacy for mayor, or if she ends up being the mayor, then there is hope that she might or at least be able to help make changes in the system to make it more streamlined and stuff like that. But like, yeah, no, honestly, despite the fact that things are looking shitty, like. I feel like 2028 could potentially be there's a little bit of hope that 2028 might make some changes, not necessarily large, big, life big things that we'll see a great impact immediately, but at least something that could potentially in some way make people realize that like the whole socialism thing isn't a bad thing. You get me? Because the more Democratic Socialist of America candidates end up getting into Congress, that means the more representation the working class has in the government over the corporate interests that have bought out all of our fucking politicians.
Well, that's why they don't want socialism, because they don't want us to have representation, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like our forefathers fought against this. The fact that they were being taxed up the ass and there was no representation for them. And here we are fighting the same fight against our government because our government is bought out by the rich, the corporations, companies that are able to spend a lot of money just to gain power. So Independence Day 2, bitch.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. I think this is a good place to end it. Is there anything you want to plug in?
Not plug in. I will say this. We won't go into detail. I just congrats to the homie in Louisiana, got cured of sickle cell. First dude ever.
Oh fuck yeah! I totally forgot about that.
A little positive note, but
positive note. Yeah, that's a really good positive note. I hope that through whatever system that they ended up doing that for him, I hope that.
Well, they killed him. You can't have sickle cell if you're dead.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
I hope that through that ingenuity that they did to create that sort of cure, that we can come up to other cures for other things, other diseases and everything like that. So like that is very, because he was
young too, I think.
Yeah,
like teenager or some shit.
But they said that they used a specific word. I forgot what the word was, but they didn't say that he's cured. It was like I forgot what the word that they used.
I know what you're talking about.
But one way or another, regardless, he doesn't have sickle cell anemia and shit. I hope that we can fucking make that shit affordable as possible and not fucking have any fucking fingers crossed.
It's going to a very specific segment of the population, so I don't see much hope.
I'm hoping, but
yeah, I am too.
I'm hoping because there needs to be no profit motive when it comes to medical.
Yeah, we need more medical wins.
Yeah, we need more of those. But you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. Just look up Chubby Chaser Pro. I'm streaming on and off on Twitch, Chubby Chaser Pro. You can watch some of my previous content and also some short form content on YouTube, Chubby Chaser Pro. And also you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, Chubby Chaser Pro. If you haven't already, like and follow us here on our wherever you listen to this podcast. And
also you can reach the podcast IB2W Pod at IB2W Pod on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah.
I think that's the only social we got.
That's the only social media that we have as that right now. But yeah, hit us up on Twitter. See any question, comments, or concerns. Just tag us and just post your question. But that is the end of the episode, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Later, everybody.
You guys have a good one.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th. Intro-outro song is Wah Game Loop by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0, http://creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/